Good evening, everyone. How are we tonight? Hello, welcome to the Mellow Miniatures live stream. It's Thursday night, it's 8 PM. That means it's time for me on your internet. Still not sponsored by Robinsons. How are we tonight? Are we well? As you can probably hear and see, I've dressed up the backdrop a little bit. He's back in the shower. Yeah, I tried to put the lights to avoid the shower comment this week, but hey, well, it's snow. It's snow. That's where it is. It's frozen in the air. Snow. Good. How's you? I'm very well, thank you. I've had a more pleasant day than I was expecting. Been sat down waiting for parcels. Just kept getting delayed as I was watching them on tracking. But it's fine, they're all here and Christmas is saved. So yes, there are Christmas songs playing in your ear holes as well as my voice. They are supposedly non-copywritten songs, which is why most of them are carols. I think all of them are carols. If they do get a bit cheesy or a bit too much, I am happy to put them aside. But I thought, as it's the last stream of the year, we'd jazz it up a little bit. Okay, so without further ado, we're going to look at this. Now, to any of you not in the hobby, to any of you not in the hobby at all, this may look like a big pile of plastic, as opposed to the usual things you're used to seeing. What this is three pretty much sheets of plastic. There are two of a similar size there, and one massive one that is there's double size here. We're going to take the smaller sheets first, and we're just going to knock the music down a tad. Yeah, there we go. Right, so we're on with these small things. To anyone not in the hobby, you can see just here there are 3 spikes not connecting to anything, and here again there are 1, 2, 3 spikes not connecting to anything. Now each of those did have, I can't see the other one, had the pieces of plastic to make this little guy. This is a chest, and all it was just attached there and there and on the bottom there and there. So those are 2 pieces. I don't think I can get them apart now. No, they're well and truly stuck together. But you can see there is a slight seam running through the middle of it. That's because there were 2 pieces, and all I've done is push them together to make a 3D object. So we're going to take these plastic sheets, they're known as sprues, and we're going to take them and we're going to make some 3D terrain as something a little different. They are the Azurite ruins, as the link suggests in the chat just now. The box that Games Workshop has selling on the website is different to the box I bought, and I bought the newest one, so I don't know why it's not been updated on the website, but I presume Games Workshop have their reasons. So to get these bits of plastic off the sprue, you're going to need, hang on, there we go, you're going to need some of these clippers. These are just essentially sharp scissors that cut to a point. They close really tightly so you can get the best snip to separate the plastic completely. These are sold by Zoron, and they came with my 3D printer for cutting the supports off of it, which is another thing I'll talk about in next year's streams, so look out for that. You can buy ones from Citadel, you can buy ones from all sorts of different places, but these are my favourite, and these are the ones I'm using. So I'm ready for terms of service to say, you had a weapon, we're gonna not let you stream. But we'll soon find out. Okay, this is going to be complex to show on camera and to do at the same time, but I'm going to try my best. So for the first cut here, you just find a flat edge and put your flat edge of the cutters next to it, and just as simple as squeezing them together. And you can see that lifted up a little bit there. And go along, do it again, that made a nice noise. We do it again, and we do it again, and again, and again. And you'll see now this bar is completely free from the bottom of the model there. So we'll work our way around this this bit of wall. If you've not checked out the link, these are the Azurite, I believe the term is, the Azurite ruins. So they're an old building for Warhammer Age of Sigmar, but I suppose they can be used in any sort of game that they look the correct scale of. So there is one wall, and of course we've still got bits of plastic to cut out of this doorway here. So we'll just quickly go around that. This is fine 89. Thank you for the follow. I hope that wasn't quite as loud this week. It definitely wasn't as loud in my ears. There we go. We have those middle bits taken out now. But you can see there's a little chunk here left on the pillar on the ground. That is where this retractable blade comes in. Shocked the three of us. I do apologise. I thought taking it down 10 decibels would be enough, but that is a very loud noise. Okay, so I just cut the rest of the sprue off here, or I would if it wasn't so tough. Just bring my knife out a little bit more. Essentially all I'm doing is just running the blade along it. Very much how you would cut anything else with a knife. Wasn't as loud, still need new trousers. I do apologise, Clover. Maybe you can ask for some for Christmas. Maybe Santa Claus will bring you some nice new trousers. That is if you've been good. Of course, that is how it works. If you are good, you are rewarded with presents. If you are bad, you are rewarded with coal, I believe. Some people say different. Some people say satsumas. Some people say both. So I'm never sure. So I am good all year, just in case, because I don't want. Oh, well, I quite like oranges. I don't know what I would do with the coal. I don't know what oranges have to do with Christmas either. To me, they're quite summery, just because they're grown in hot weather. Right, there we go. Just finish up the cleanup there. That's not too bad. A lot of these look worse than they actually are, so they look like they've got something. Let's bring that back in focus. They look like they've got something protruding out, but actually it's just the colouring of the plastic due to the sort of scraping and the pressure, so you can actually make things worse by scraping a knife along it sometimes, but most of the time you're not doing any damage. Most of the time you're doing more damage to the blade than the model anyway. And seeing as how these are ruins, no one's gonna know if they're a little bit extra broken. Right, I'm happy to call that bit done for now. We'll do a couple of these, because I think for the people who are interested in the hobby but maybe don't have or maybe haven't invested in the hobby yet, I think this is important to know, that you don't, not every model you get is just going to be, we pull it out of the box and this is how it looks like. Some models are like that, but it is very, very rare that you'll find a model like that. The new monthly models, as I showed last week, if you were here, that came pre-assembled, which was kind of disappointing, because I was looking forward to building it. But I'm sure if I'd have done my research, I would have found out they were pre-assembled anyway. So like I did with the knife, just cutting the extra bits of sprue off, you can do it with the clippers if there is enough there. Usually I'm too lazy to pick up my knife, and I will just try and do it with the clippers, and if the clippers won't get it, just leave it. But as it's for demonstration purposes, I figured I might as well do it more accurately. Sometimes I don't bother at all with any of these cleanup bits. Sometimes I just go, it's fine. To be honest, I think that might be what I do with this one. I may come back to these later. There is some cleanup on this chest that I need to do, which I'll do real quick. What's everyone else doing tonight? Are we just relaxing, unwinding? Or wrapping presents, maybe? Still shopping? Surely people aren't still shopping now. Maybe they are. Okay, they're two of the same piece. Relaxing with a glass of wine. That sounds excellent, Leah. I've got my juice. Painting my juicy lady, Clover. She looked awesome. She looked really, really good. When you showed her after last week's stream, I really like the use of purple on her, because it's not something I'd have gone for. I'd have gone for sort of dark greens, maybe some reds. So it's nice to see how your mind worked on that. Chilling. This is fine. It's just chilling. Good. Well, I'm glad I could be your background noise while you're chilling. Okay. So these connect together there? Okay. Sorry, just working something out there. You'll see that these have sort of like wiggly lines, whereas these ones have more straight lines, the other ones I've done so far. It's so that these connect in there like that. So you can have a, I mean it's not going to work here, but you can have a 90-degree standing piece, but the walls do stand on their own, which you can't see. They do, you still can't see. Come on. There we go. So they do stand on their own there. I'm not sure whether I am going to paint these, because I really like the colour of this plastic that they've made them in. Sorry, I'm really liking this this song. Is it Silent Night? It is indeed Silent Night. a lounge version of Silent Night is something I've never heard before. I think Silent Night may be one of my favourite carols, if not my favourite carol. Is that a thing? Do people have favourite carols? I'm the kind of person that loves Christmas, so a favourite carol is definitely something I have. Whether or not that's normal, I should imagine probably not. But I do a lot of things that's not normal, so I'm okay with it. I'm the kind of person that will, as soon as midnight December 1st, start listening to Christmas music. I have a Spotify playlist of Christmas songs, which I'll go back to and change and add things to every year. I don't touch it through the year, but December I'll edit it and listen to it as much as I can. I just recently added the Wombles Christmas song. For those of you who know the Wombles. Although I think it's that popular that even if you don't know the Wombles, you probably know the song. What else did I add? The two songs from the Alvin and the Chipmunks Christmas album. The original cartoon, not the remake film, or the however many. Did they do 3 or 4 of those things? The first one I liked, the second one was okay, and then I think it sort of they got too much. Although the puns, I'm not somebody for puns, but I did quite like the puns of the Squeakquel and was it Road Chip? And maybe there's another one I'm missing, I'm not sure. I'm sure somebody can help me out in chat. The Alvin and the Chipmunks I'm used to, well, are those ones now, but even before then I'd seen the Alvin and the Chipmunks meets Frankenstein and Alvin and the Chipmunks meets the Wolfman, which were 2 Halloween specials of the original TV show cartoon, and they are well worth finding and digging out, because they're pretty good. There we are. There is a full 90-degree ruin, complete with extra bits of sprue, which I've only just noticed. Now, I'm really glad I got these models, but I wasn't when I originally bought them. So, for me, I'm not somebody who likes to go on about the Games Workshop pricing sort of strategy, but I know a lot of people give a lot of time to it. I'm not one of those people, because why complain about something you really like? Because you can't like it that much. But anyway, going back to what I was saying, the box contains a few ruins. There's quite a few walls. There's 2 chests, some trapdoors, or some grate, some floor grate sort of things. Not entirely sure what the cost would be as just plastic. but the box I paid for was £60, which you sort of go, it is what it is. Well, that's at least what I did at the time. And you do get a lot of plastic, and you also get some battle mats, and you get some instructions on how the train works and things like that, so it's not all that bad. But I'm not somebody who uses battle mats because I don't play the game, so there we go. But yeah, looking at the sculpts of the walls and the chests and the grates and whatever else, yeah, I think it's well worth the money now. But as I say, I wasn't sure at first. If we do, or if you guys do like this sort of terrain, as I say, I've got 3 sprues. I can carry on building it. If you'd like, we can move on to painting. I'm happy to do what you guys want to see. So tell me, what do you guys want to see? I'm happy to do a half and half sort of session as well, because I'll be taking a break in around 10 minutes time. So if you want to see building for 10 minutes, or more building for 10 minutes, and then we can go into painting for the second half. It's all up to you guys. You tell me what you want. Let me just work out. Yeah, there we go. Is that in focus? Yeah, it's about as close as getting. So there is the one of the great sort of trapdoory things. It's got a little padlock on. It's tied down. That's going to look really, really nice painting. I can't remember if I've said, but I'm not painting these today. I'm not sure if I think this will get painted and the chests will get painted. I'm not sure if I'm going to paint the walls though. Clover is easy either way. Okay. Anyone else have any other suggestions? I presume everybody else is just going to say the same. Right, let's do this for 10 more minutes, and we'll move on to a miniature, and we'll finish the year off with some painting, I think. Okay, this chunk here is just a small freestanding chunk. Just turn this light on. Don't know how much that's helped. But there is this small freestanding chunk doesn't attach to anything and just sort of sits where a pillar once would have been. I should mention you can get add-ons to this box, and there's a temple, and there's, I believe the temple is the one on the second floor, but if it's not, there is one on the second floor as well. And there are old ones, there are old versions of this that you can probably still get on eBay, should you want them. I bought it actually because of the Citadel Crusader campaign thing, which is a book of collectible cards, and you get sort of cards for milestones within the hobby, and I thought that would be a very good, I know the miniatures are a visual representation of how far you've come in the hobby, but I think having something that's more transferable, that you can actually carry around and go, look, this is what I've done, rather than just carrying your phone full of little plastic dudes and dudettes, I suppose, or women as they're supposed to be known. Yeah, it was very 90s dudette. Hey, all you dudes and dudettes. I suppose there are some non-gender specific models as well, like the miniature that's coming up, actually. What was those cards? I haven't heard of those. So the cards, they're called Citadel Crusader, I believe, and you get a small sort of A5 book which will have 4 trading cards in them, or space for 4 trading cards in them. And if you spend money on a starter set, they're designed to sort of get people into hobby and things like that. So if you spend money on a starter set, which can include one of these terrain boxes, which is this one right here, or you could get one with miniatures in for both Age of Sigmar and for 40k, and you get cards, and once you've sort of painted a miniature or built a miniature, I can't remember quite what you said, but the milestones are simple milestones. So it's like finish your first miniature, finish your first box of miniatures, finish your first army, finish your first 5,000 points, whatever. I'm not win a game, play a game. I'm just sort of spitballing here. I'm not entirely sure what the cards are themselves, but I do know I have the Happy Birthday card, which is a card I got last year or the year before. No, it was last year, I think. And that was just, I went into the Warhammer store and said, "Oh, it's my birthday, so I'm coming to look for some stuff." And the guys went, "Oh, well, have you got the card?" I was like, "What card? What, like a birthday card?" He was like, "A birthday trading card?" I was like, "Oh, okay." So I got that and didn't even know of the Crusader book, or card collection or anything. It wasn't until I went into Games Workshop Leeds last week or the week before, maybe. Like, Josh, my memory's like a sieve. But recently, and I saw the book and I was like, "Oh, what's that? Can I get one?" He was like, "Yeah, but you need to do this and this," and I was like, "Yeah, I'll do that." But they did look like a really rewarding and sort of a rewarding, fun way of getting into the hobby. There is another ruin done with more sprue left into it. I just keep thinking they're barred windows, but they're not. Doorways. But yeah, Clover, you gonna show the cards on stream? I don't have them on me, but if it's something you guys want to see, and you can come on this Crusader journey with me, yeah, absolutely. I'll bring them on stream, sort of as and when I get them. That's obviously not going to be happening until next year. So yeah, I can do that. I would encourage you yourselves, if you're thinking to get into the hobby, you've just had another reason for getting into it right there. So not only have you got sweet models, you've got sweet trading cards, you've got the new free monthly miniature. I don't know how long that sort of campaign is lasting, but hopefully for quite a while. There's of course the coin to go with it, spending £60 or more in a month. What else? I really should get a Games Workshop sponsorship, all this stuff. I I'm going to come back in the new year with other games as well. I do have Star Wars Legion. I have the Marvel Crisis Protocol, which are the Star Wars and Marvel versions of Warhammer. What else do I have? Middle Earth. Sort of strategy battle game, I believe it's called, which is another one made by Games Workshop, but isn't Warhammer. Just in the setting of Middle Earth, I suppose, in the same place that all the Hobbit and Lord of the Rings movies take place in. I believe there's probably some other Malifaux. Malifaux is I have a couple of miniatures from that. There's a couple of miniatures from all over the place. Okay, I am gonna take a break now. It is 8:30. Let me find that timer. We'll come back in 5 minutes. See you in a sec. Okay, we are back, and my headset is on correctly, and my chair's in the wrong position. What have I missed? Have I missed anything? Nope. There's a bit of sediment in the bottom of my drink there. Don't know why. I'll just bring it over here. Beautiful brushes. Put that back. Can knock the sound back down again now. Dun, 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 dun. I'm not a fan of Auld Lang Syne, but some people are. Okay, so we're back on the main screen, and you've probably seen this guy already. This model right here looks a bit crazy right now, and that's because it is a little crazy. It is the Games Workshop model, the Sloppity Bile Piper. You can see here there is a horrible, disgusting sort of stomach popping out of him, and he's sort of sheltered into his little hood here. He's got a little friend, they're called Nurglings, I believe. He's got his jester staff and his bile pipes, which have bones sticking out, and he seems to be sort of squashing a lung or a stomach, hence bile pipe, I suppose. But we're going to paint him up, and we're going to make him look all nasty. So let's put him in a comfortable position. Let's bring him into focus. I've just realised I don't actually have my painting handle today, so we're going to do this freehand. I'm going to start with some Ushabti bone. I don't know why I struggle so much with the directions of this camera. Ushabti bone there, and we're just going to apply it all over. Sorry, just going to move over this way a little bit. There we go. Yeah, we're going to apply it all over this little guy down here. Now I'm getting tangled up in my headphone wire, so I'll just loop that round. Yeah, I think this feels more rewarding for you guys. Weird music is weird. What's weird about it? Christmas Carol's weird? Well, you don't hear them all that often anymore. Instead, we hear somebody whistling. So, apologies if you could hear that. And now, shouting as well. There are two guys who work a couple floors below in a recording studio, so they're probably still in, just locking up. So I should imagine in a minute or two there may be a shout to me, but maybe if I keep talking they'll realise I'm still in. Or maybe they'll just let me in. I suppose we'll see. Am I painting out of frame again? Sorry. So there's a few holes in the sky. I'm not sure if they're bullet holes or some sort of rot, some skin rot on the side of this creature. But I think it kind of looks like a beehive, so I might paint it to look like a beehive inside this guy. Inside this tiny putrid nurgling. Is that right, Clover? I know you were talking about the god Nurgle, or the god of Nurgle, or whatever it was last week. Am I right in thinking this is a Nurgling? See, asking questions like that. Yep, yeah, okay. Asking questions like that is why Games Workshop won't give me sponsorship. I can sell their products, but I've got no idea what I'm talking about. Which is just 90% of my life, I think. I figured I'd get that in before anybody else did. Sorry. I don't know if you could hear me humming there, but I was, and I shouldn't. I remember being sang A-level media class, and my teacher went on a huge rant about humming and how much she disliked it. I didn't realise that somebody could hate something that much, but yeah, she was not happy. I am a hummer. I don't know why, I don't know what it means. I know there's lots of studies that all say it means different things. For me, I think it just means there's a song in my head and I can't be bothered singing it. Okay, that's this guy all paled up. What I'm thinking about doing is doing the main guy. I'm not sure what colour I want the main guy, because I don't want him a typical green, and I want to add some green rot to him. Yeah, let's make him pale as well. his spine is exposed, so we'll start painting his spine. Because then at least we can go around things if there is a different colour. Let me pick. Yeah, with the rot on this guy is much bigger. It's much harder to sort of avoid. So I will probably go over a lot of it. I think this may be the first time in all my miniature painting I've done that I've painted an accurate buttocks. So there you go. Thanks for joining me on that journey. I wonder if you get a card for that. Yeah, I'm still there. See you later. Let me just mute this a second. Sorry, that sounded like a bit of a personal conversation, so I just muted myself for a second there. However, it did prove that I was right about the call. So, how much are people looking forward to Christmas? I know Christmas is going to be different this year, but if you are celebrating, I'd love to know how. Whether you're making new traditions or you're honouring old ones or what it is. I'm just nosy, really. As I said earlier, I am a fan of Christmas, and sort of the family that comes with it, and unfortunately can't be with all the family this year due to lockdown restrictions and whatever else. Yeah, but going to see my parents on Christmas Eve and having a quiet Christmas day, just me, Robin and the animals. Oh, that would be nice. Leah, sorry if you can't understand me. Yeah, sorry for the noise of my laptop charger being plugged in there. I did say that would be nice. It certainly sounds relaxing. These guys are enjoying singing, aren't they? I don't think I've ever put that much energy into anything. Otis is going to meet my parents' dog too. Oh, that's going to be so good. I'm looking forward to the day that Otis can meet people or other people too. I think I'll be fighting to get to the front of that queue. It's my parents' dog's birthday as well. Oh, born on Christmas Eve. Oh, so close to being a Jesus dog. I'll be 14. Is that old? Because is that human or dog? I'm not sure what's old for a dog and what's not old for a dog. Obviously, if a dog is 6 months, it's probably quite young. But yeah, dog ages I've no idea with. That's pretty old for a dog. Okay. What kind of dog is it? Is it like... This might be a strange question, but did certain breeds of dog live longer than others? Like, I imagine bigger dogs live longer, but that might be just my poor understanding of, well, science, I guess. Basic time. He's a Jack Russell, so average lifespan is between 30. Oh, okay. Okay. There's another... smaller dogs live longer. Okay. Well, thank you for honouring the question, because I thought it sounded a bit daft. I'm glad my hypothesis was wrong, but I'm glad that my query wasn't daft. My grandma used to have 2 Jack Russells. I remember one of them vaguely. I was very young, but they were the tiniest, little, cutest little things. I'm trying to remember what they were called now. I know one was called Duke. Duke was the one I remember, but I can't remember what the other one was called. No, I can't remember. Yeah, I have a strange feeling it was called Robin, but I'm not sure. Duke and Robin? I don't know. It sounds right, but it might be way wrong. I wasn't sure how this sort of pale tone would look on this guy, but I'm really starting to like how it looks. I've been obsessed with watching talking dogs, specifically Bunny. Is Bunny the one that has the buttons? I've seen you can get like almost like game show buzzer type things, and you can speak in the yeah. So for those that haven't seen Bunny, you get these sort of voice recorders, and you record into the thing, and then when you press it, it says back what you said to it. And these owners essentially set up a keyboard of phrases, including things like the owner's names and food and water and walk and just sort of general dog words. And when the dog wants something, it goes up and presses a button. And it's very, very good. Very, very clever dog. There's one where one of the buttons doesn't work, and it works out what is or what should be around it, trying to describe the button. And that is amazing. It just blew me away when I watched it. So yeah, get training out, Robin. I'm sure that in 6 months' time you'll have a dog that can do the same. The most clever part is the formulation of sentence structure. Yeah, it is. It speaks in. Well, I suppose it's broken English, but it's not that bad. Because as many words as they put into the sentence it can string together, it will use. Doesn't skip words or anything like that. I actually think it speaks better than me sometimes. However, giving all this praise, Bunny is a daft name for a dog. Bunny is one of those little things with floppy ears. Lives in a field and eats carrots. And gets hunted by a short, bald man. Yeah, a few more things to try notice with before talking buttons, but I'd like to give it a try. Robin, that absolutely seems like the kind of thing you would do. And I say go ahead and do it. Because if I can have a conversation with a dog, I think I can die happy. However, I would like the dog to solve mysteries and be called Scoob. But I digress. A conversation with a dog would be awesome. So on your thank you, Clover. On your journey, Robin, have you run into anybody that trains dogs to do that, or have the couple who trained Bunny? We're not renaming him, but maybe he's clever enough to solve mystery. Well, to be fair, Scoop's not the sharpest tool in the shed. But yeah, I suppose he does help sometimes. At least helps to clear the plates when they go to hotel buffets. He's the wrong kind of dog to be Scooby anyway. Scooby's a Great Dane, isn't he? Just proving I don't know anything else about dogs, but I'm sure he's a Great Dane. Or at least based on a Great Dane. People have only been training their dogs for a year or so. Nobody trains other people's dogs. It's not quick. No, I didn't think it was a quick process. You can't just go on a crash course. I just wondered if anybody was offering the service. Maybe you crack the code, Robin, and that's what you become. The dog whisperer. Consistency at home seems essential, so I'm not sure you could just train somebody else's dog. Okay. Yeah, but you could be like Mary Poppins. Just go live with them for 3 years or whatever. Just become their lodger. This is all theoretical, of course. I'm sure that people would not pay somebody to live in their house for 3 years just so their dog could speak. I'm just finishing off here, I think. I'll just thin the paint a little bit more to his head, just so I can go over the eye, get those teeth in. Those teeth will need to get colour anyway. Okay, that is that guy. It is 9 o'clock. That half hour has completely disappeared. I'm going to go until 9:30 tonight, but that does not at all mean you have to stay. I say this all the time anyway, but there is an archive of the stream if ever you miss one or leave for whatever reason and you want to catch up. There's an archive of the stream on my YouTube channel, and if you want to find that, you can just type !YouTube into the chat. There's a Discord server as well you can join now. At the end of !Discord, if you fancy that. Facebook, Twitter, down under the !commands as well. As the title of the stream suggests, this is the last stream of 2020. I will be back in 2021 with some more videos for you guys, and hopefully I will be back with the YouTube channel, because currently there are as many original content videos as there are stream archives on there. And when I realised that the other day, sort of thought to myself, well, do I just make the channel as a stream archive? But no, I think I will keep stream archives happening, and I'll make some original content as well. I'll make some more original content as well, I should say. Maybe new streaming venue early doors too. Maybe a new streaming venue. That's news to me. Unless you mean replacing the green screen and leaving the shower. This seems like a more jolly, more original Christmas song than a carol. It's very Christmassy.
So what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen tonight? It depends on what's in the eggnog. Will we be awake or so in lungs? I don't know. Let's see how under the table, nobody knows. In this holiday glow.
Sorry, I realised I had stopped speaking. I'm just listening to the music now. It's not bad for a Christmas song. Or for a modern Christmas song at least. Sorry, I keep looking back over at chat and seeing this may be a new streaming venue. Early doors, I think Robin may have an idea that I've not quite caught on to. I'm sure that we will speak about that post stream. Gonna depend on what's in the egg. What is this called? Oh, it's called eggnog, of course. I just realised they mentioned eggnog a few times. Will we be awake or soaring logs? You don't want to do that when you're not awake. Sorry, I know I said I like this song, but... Oh. It's probably going to depend on what's in the eggnog. Oh. What's in the eggnog is a good question. I don't think I've ever had eggnog. I know that they do an alcoholic and non-alcoholic version of it. Is it actually anything to do with egg? Rohip? What? Clover, what's Rohip? This is a carol I don't recognise either, so I don't think it is a carol. There we go, just added some little black horns to this guy down here, and the hat. I'm not sure if I've got all the hat, but we'll just rest him down here for now, while I just adjust. I was joking about Rehypnol. Okay, I thought you meant Rehypnol, and I just thought maybe that's just me jumping to conclusions. I've never heard it being called Rohip. I realised I didn't introduce that black. If you're interested, it is Citadel's Abaddon Black, the only black I use. We're going to move on to McCrag Blue, which is beautiful, beautiful dark blue. Really good for Space Marines, if anybody's planning on painting some Space Marines. New year, new army and all that. I know I mentioned that I'm probably not taking part of, or taking part in, sorry, New Year, New Army. But is anybody planning on it? Planning on sort of getting into the hobby with the new army, or returning to the hobby, or anything like that? Glover, you sound like the kind of guy that would need a new army. Or that might be interested in a new army at least. Okay, so just rather messily added an eye in there. You can see that. Just under there. Now I have way too much on my hobby plate at the moment. Yeah, that's what piles of shame are for. A pile of shame is as a term for the amount of models you have that you've not got anything anywhere near doing anything with. As you can imagine, mine is pretty big, and it sounds like Clover's might be too. I just added Bugman's Glow to the miniature now, just to do this the sort of sack bit of the bagpipe. What is it that you're working on now, Clover? Anyway, I know you're working on the Medusa Gorgon model, but what's on the rest of the hobby plate? I've got a tickle in my nose, it's really irritating. Get out my nose. Actually, that's only making it worse. What time are we on? 9:15. I'm trying to get through the rest of these models for the monthly thing. I have like 6 left. I was about 18 months behind at one point. Cancelled it now, so it's just catch up. Okay. So when they're finished, that's when the new army comes in then, yeah? That's when Clover buys a Space Wolf army. I don't know why Space Wolves, I just imagine you would play Space Wolves. That's when the Warhammer Quest Shadows of a Hammer will get started off. That's an old box, isn't it? I need to get back to my Blackstone Fortress box, which might be might be what I come back with in the new year. I am open to suggestions. Hang on, I will say that looking at the camera in a second. I'm open to suggestions on what you guys want to see. If there's a model you guys want to see painted, and I can justify getting it, I would like to get it and do it for you guys. 3D printing models is something I've mentioned before. I will bring those in the new year. The goblins will come back in the new year. All sorts of other things will be around. Sorry, I was just chasing something around my keyboard. Yeah, a few years old at this point. It's not the OG Warhammer Quest, and no, not Space Wolves. My sister's Battle Army's Wolf theme, though. She uses Space. Yes, I bought a box of Space Wolves, just the standard box, and I was really amazed at how many different actual wolf-inspired bits there were. For those who are not familiar with Space Wolves, they are humans in armour, and I think they're from some sort of snowy planet, or they like snow, or whatever. There's snow involved, and they wrap themselves in wolf hide and different furs, and take a lot of their imagery from wolves, and they're just really cool, really cool. They're not my preferred Warhammer 40k army. Those would be the Necrons, which are essentially the Terminators from Terminator, just in space, and they're sort of Egyptian influenced and things like that, and they're really cool. And I have a lot of the new ones, a lot of the really old ones, and a lot of the 8th edition ones, which are now a year out of date. A while back, Peter sent a letter to GWS and stopped putting further models. Yes, that is true. And didn't Games Workshop reply with just no? Like, these are little plastic things and no animals are being harmed. I feel there was some sort of daft resolution from it. They didn't even grace them with a response. Oh, there we go. It is daft. I realise I'm painting way too far up the model. I'll have to go back with the bone of that. While we're here, we'll just get your insides painted. Sorry if this is grossing out anybody. Didn't think about that till I actually started painting it. And I shall bring more more nice models in the future. I'll also try to bring models without fur, unless they are a wolf, or a bear, or whatever other furry creature I may have in miniature form. Okay, I think I'll get your tongue with this as well. I must say, after seeing Peter were a bit daft, I absolutely appreciate the work that Peter do for the world of the animals. But there are some things where I just go, whoa, hold on a second, you don't need to do that. But it's the same with any other organisation. I think they're only trying to do what's best, what they believe in, and if they want to do that, they can do that. That is fine by me. As long as it's not illegal. I'm not endorsing illegal action, because we're going to get right back round to how we started. You'll end up on the naughty list, and then you'll get something that isn't good presents that I'm still undecided on. Is it Cole? Is it Satsuma? Is it both? Is it something else? Who knows? Well, people on the naughty list must know. But given I didn't get a response, I presume everybody must be on the good list. Everybody must be on the nice list. Getting presents, being festive, being jolly, being merry. As we all should be. Right, let's very quickly. What we got left? 8 minutes. We'll get a bit of this on the miniature. I don't think I have anything sort of dry to put it on. It's a very liquid paint, is this? So I don't really want to thin it down. What I'll do is take the dropper bit out of the bottle. Let's put that over there for now. And let's dip this in. This is Tesseract Glow, which is one of the newest paints, or at least to my knowledge. It's one of the newest paints I own. And we just gotta slap the green. It's very thin. Slap the thin green in there. Cover everything in the vial, the aforementioned vial. Cover this guy in it as well, I think. Just frolicking in horribleness. But it kind of works for him. I feel like he looks a little radioactive now. I was going to add possibly some blood effects to this miniature, but given the amount of nausea I may have already put upon some people, I will not. I do apologise if you are having any adverse effects to doing this. Oops, that was a little heavy. Oh, was that the camera down? That made me jump. Come on. There you go. Sorry about that. Let's put a little bit of this dry as possible over the mixture. Give it a little bit more. There we go. There this guy looks all horrible. And gym picks. Oh, gym picks, how are we? A little bit on the shoulder there. There's bits of skin I've missed all over this guy. But I think we'll call, or we'll have to call him at that for now, for today, for the year even. The final stream of the year. And we painted this sorry soul. Not too shabby yourself. Yeah, no, I'm pretty good. Thank you very much. You have joined us just at the end of the stream though. But if you are curious as to what else went on this stream, I just covered myself in paint. Let's grab this, make it easier. If you are interested in what else went on during the stream, there'll be an archive of the stream put up to the YouTube channel that you can find right there. That'll be up within the next couple of days, I would have thought. Was it Friday? Tomorrow? It might be up tomorrow. If not, it will certainly be up before Christmas for you all. Maybe there's another YouTube video in me this year. I'll leave that guy there. Actually, I was gonna turn into the chatting screen, but I won't bother. Yeah, that maybe there's a YouTube video in me still for this year, but I don't see it being likely. Yeah, that is it for the year. I hope you all have a very Merry Christmas. If you're celebrating, if you're not celebrating, I hope you have a chilled out end of December. I hope you have a Happy New Year, and I shall see you all in January. Goodbye, and thank you for watching.